Well, hey everyone, it's 707. I had a quick note from a subscriber of mine. They have the i10 radio, and they wanted to know how I had the C-130 Avios set up in my radio. So I'm just going to take this really quick, really fast video to show how I had that set up. Now, I recorded a portion earlier on how my receiver was hooked up to the airplane because the person that I sold the airplane to wanted to see that, but I'm going to show you my radio settings as well, and I'll insert that clip on where my receiver settings were plugged in as well. So here we go. Well, okay guys, the first thing I want to do is I want to show you guys the airplane structure, how I had everything set up, and then I'll also show you guys the auxiliary channels as well. So let's see the airplane structure. Here's how I had everything set up. Ailerons on channel 1, the channel 2 is the elevator, channel 3 is throttle, channel 4 is rudder, channel 5, let's see, 5, it doesn't look like it was hooked up, I don't believe. Channel 6 is going to be the main flaps. Channel 7, I have it set up on spoilers, which was going to be the inner flaps, the ones that kind of slide backwards. So that was that right there. And let's go into the auxiliary channels. So on the auxiliary channels, I set up the cargo door on the VRB knob, which is the rotating knob up here. And the landing gear I had set up on a switch, which let me just show you guys which those were real quick. So the cargo door I had set up on this knob right here. This is a rotating knob. And the landing gear I had set up on the SWC switch, which is a 2-position switch right there. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the receiver and see which channels I had plugged into where. So this right here is the BEC. This is going to be powering your receiver. So you just need to plug this into any free channel and it will power everything on the receiver here. Obviously, normally you get your power from the throttle channel on here, but that is just connected on this model. So you get your power through this BEC. So plug this in, like I said, to any free channel that you're going to have on your receiver. So I'm just going to unplug these one at a time and kind of go over each one real quick. So your aileron, which is also a Y lead way back in here, is what I have on channel 1. Elevator is channel 2. Okay, so there's elevator was channel 2. Channel 3 I have as throttle, and it says warning, please set up the ESC route against before taking off. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But anyway, that means probably use the BEC. Okay, so channel 3 was throttle. Rudder is channel 4 as usual. I'm just going to pull this guy out of here. And this one right here, this is channel 5 I have set up. It says brake, and this is going to be your hatch in the back, the door. So it's not a brake, so just a FYI. Make sure you set up about 30% throws endpoints on that before you plug this in, because otherwise the hatch door will pop open suddenly with 100% throws. Here's flap right here. I believe flap number 1 is the main flap, and flap 2 is going to be the inboard flap. So that's this channel 6 for flap. And here we go, flap 2 is channel 7. And channel 8 is gear. So gear is just one channel and it does all the sequencing by itself, so you don't really need to set anything up. You just need to set this up on a 2-position switch. So guys, this is the Turnigy i10 radio that I had my C-130 set up with. I will leave a link in the description for this radio. It is considered a decent radio by a lot of people. I've used this for a lot of my maidens, and one of the reasons is it comes with a 10-channel receiver and lots of options for sliders, rotating knobs, 2-position switches, tons of 3-position switches, and lots of safety features, which is pretty nice. Now this would not be considered a long-range airplane radio by any means. It's mainly for park flyers and whatnot, in my opinion. But the pedigree of this radio has been well proven, and I really like this radio a lot just for simple setups. Now when I do want to do more serious setups, I definitely go for my Spectrum and also my Tyrannus.